Yeah. Mobbing right now. Want to put y'all up on game real quick. Here's what's on my mind. So, when I talk about problems, most of the time, it's from an introspective point of view. I'm usually talking about flaws that I see in myself. I try not to outsource for that type of thing. It keeps me humble to do things like that. I just seen a motherfucker on a horse. This is Jacksonville, Texas. What the fuck? Anyways, so a problem I see in myself, or I used to see in myself, I don't do this shit no more. I changed the way I think, but that's the reason why I'm making this video. I used to be one of them people that think like, damn, the world is so fucked up compared to how it used to be. And I'm not even saying that that's not a fair assessment. But what I am saying is, okay, now that I done came to that conclusion, I got two options, the way I see it. Option number one, I could cry about it. I can complain about it. I can just keep pointing at things I don't like about the world and the direction it's heading in. Or I can adapt and find a way to make the best of my situation. Option number two is the option I just recently decided to start going with. Because here's what happened whenever I used to live by option number one. My depression and anxiety skyrocketed. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of late nights. Motherfucking so depressed. I feel literally paralyzed by my emotions. I lost a lot of valuable time that I'll never get back. Then, people who saw this, saw me giving off all this negative energy, always depressed about something, always, you know what I'm saying, quick to point out something negative. Walking around on my Grinch type shit, you know what I'm talking about? Don't nobody want to be around that type of energy. People want to be around somebody who's positive, helps them feel better. You know what I'm talking about? So, I had to realize that. I had to stop and look at myself and realize that me thinking like that wasn't hurting nobody but me. It was holding me back from innovation, evolution, improvements that I needed to make in my life. But I was too blinded by my own emotions to realize it, and to realize that there are actually positive things that you could look at today's world and say, okay, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have this as an option. But now we do. So, it's a two-sided coin, I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of negative things that's going on in the world that wasn't going on back then. But you could flip that to your advantage. There's also a lot of positive growth. You know, there's positives that, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have back then that we have now. Things that make it easier for you to make money. Things that make it easier for you to make an impact. Things that make it easier for you to live your day-to-day life. And you just gotta find a balance. Because just because some shit is easier don't make it like the right way to go about things. But still, just like, okay, with this social media shit, a lot of old heads, me included, used to look at this social media shit and be like, okay, this shit is bullshit. This shit is rotting people's minds. Nobody's living in the real world no more. Nobody wants to put their phone down to spend time with loved ones. And to an extent, all that shit's true. But okay, on the flip side, you can make money easier, bro. You can make money just by having a phone, bro. I don't think life's ever been that easy. Like, I don't think life's ever been that easy for people. You know what I'm talking about? You can use the shit to your advantage, is all I'm saying. So, if you depressed right now, and you looking at the violence in the world, you looking at male and females having differences and not being able to come at odds, or come to an understanding with one another. You looking at kids not wanting to read, not wanting to go to school and learn nothing. You looking at the downfall of society. Okay, I'm a realist, bro. I would go as far as to say you can't ignore all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's a change for everybody, dog. If you younger than 20, you might not see what I'm talking about. But I just turned 25 last year, and it's been a switch for me. I've had to adapt. You know what I'm talking about? I've had to adjust and get used to this shit. All I'm saying is, if you find yourself in a depressed mind state and behind the shit, just remember, my nigga, keep your head up. Don't cry about the shit. Because there's a yin and yang to everything, my nigga. There's goods and bads to everything. Positives and negatives, bro. You gotta keep that in mind. Focus on the positives, my nigga. I know shit ain't the best right now, but shit could be way worse. There's always somebody doing worse than you, my nigga. Remember that. Mob shit.